He looks to the sky. The same blue, white, and yellow as yesterday. He wonders, will it ever look truly different? Will revealed gifts and blessings rain from the sky again? Will its creator share? Will its creator jump into this world like raindrops which so simply move from a higher space in the atmosphere to earth? Will there be an intermixing of the higher with the lower? Will new creation sprout from the seeds of a new reality? And if so, when? He declares to the eyes of the sky. He continues to move, jolted from his pause and hesitation. He does this all the time, but what is its value? Perhaps he just stares into wasted moments with no productivity. Perhaps it will not come trickling down in his lifetime. Perhaps all the conversations of hope are really not moving anything or allotted as his specific job. So what shall he do then? He has this desire. Anyways, it saved him from living like others. Hope made him separate, removed, and holy. Hope provided him with the strength to be strange. Hope molded him into his being, and hope brought him his wife. But he wonders, at what point does hoping become a waste? The thought penetrates his core, a question which he himself cannot answer. Will he ever reach his potential? He's frustrated. He remembers that from his youth he looked for what was hidden beneath the staircase. He wanted to see the secrets behind walls, angels floating in the air, but yet it never revealed itself to him. He believes for many years in its presence, but he hates waiting so many hours, too many hours of longing, asking, and whining. No normal father would wait so long to answer simple and earnest questions of a son. And the blue, white, and yellow of the sky stares back at him blankly with no change, no signs of listening. So instead of raindrops falling from the sky comes 10 tears that were collected in the poor man's soul to fertilize the ground. He feels frustrated. He whispers to the sky, "From what will my measly source of water provide? It will barely change the mazel of one blade of grass. One swift motion of your skies will give life to the entire sphere of existence." He swears his words are convincing as he once again is jolted from his pause in frustration. So he forcefully stares at the clouds and expects his stare will move them to the ground. But they don't seem to move, not even an inch. He's frustrated. All that he ever learned was about this true philosophical closeness to his Creator. So if so close, why can't his hope and discussion be productive? Why can't it be the source for fertilization and tilling of soil? It makes sense that it should have this effect. He looked to the blue, white, and yellow of the sky and completed his sentence out loud. Right? He has realized the pattern of his life: frustration, hoping, waiting, joy. Frustration, hoping, waiting, joy. He doesn't ask for tranquility. He just wants direction. From which way of his life does he choose? Does he continue his communication with the seemingly unmovable skies, or does he stop looking up and simply walk? Does he put his hopes to the side for now and live differently? What does his Creator want? He seems to ask him to fail, because he, the Creator, pulls the personal clouds in so many different directions. In so many different directions that there's not enough water to collect in the clouds in one area in order to change the reality below through rain. So his hands lift up in opposite directions, stretching to the clouds. He pulls out a voice from his most inner space, one that's revealed very infrequently. A sweeter voice, a voice that stops his heart from beating, a voice that shakes the ground around him. A voice that sings to the birds, a voice that trembles in awe and fear. And he says, but at that moment the yellow, blue, and white ran behind the mountains and green landscape. The sky became pitch black. And from his frail and tired body came a burning fire of yellow, gold, blue, and white light that gave hope to the entire field of dark. These colors fit into the following words. Who am I? Each letter filled the darkness with fireworks of brightness and thunder sparks of beauty filling the void and darkness. For what role do you want me to play? Children from around the world came to see this display of lights, their mouths agape in wonder, confusion, and beguilement from this show and scene, all wanting and wondering how such a display was possible. And he said, "Please, I'm frustrated because all I have wanted is you." As he declared these last few words, tears poured from his eyes amidst the darkness and incredible brilliance of bright fire that emanated from him. Its fire came off him and began to glow within every child in the field. The light spread so quickly that this simple lad would turn the night world to day. The blue sky was once again bright, the white clouds were seen, but the sun was not in the sky. He became the luminary without knowing it. And one inquisitive child looked up from his curiosity and said, "A star is fallen and it rests on the bed of the earth." Everyone sighed in relief. They waited to hear more words from him. They knew a permanent change was made on the special day, but he was still frustrated, not knowing what to do. He brought his hands back down from the heavens and covered his tender heart, wondering what would be next. While everyone was anticipating his next thought, word, and action, he was jolted from his pause and hesitation and started to walk home. When he opened his eyes, he smiled the biggest smile he had ever smiled. His cheekbones covered the entire creation from one end of the earth to the other, filling it with pride and joy. For he saw all the children of the earth lit up with the most profound colors and beauty. He could not believe. He was astonished by their brilliance. It was something he had never seen. He saw simple children, builders and handymen lighting up the darkness as the stars in the galaxy do the nighttime visions of space. He proclaimed, "Stars have transcended its space above and filled the earth like sand on the seashore. How wonderful are your creations!" And with his last breath of energy, from what seemed like a frustrating day, he said, "It's good to see that all of your workers' simple dedication to you can cause the promised transition of heaven to earth." Then, with the greatest brilliance completely unknown to the speaker, he declared, "Thank you so much to his blessed children. Maybe I should have continued simply working without conversing so often with the skies." As he lay down to bed, he wondered more. The star of David had finally eternally rested on earth. There would never be a lacking of light again.